What's the best kept secret about Barnard?
That's always a really tough question. Well, I would say being someone who's lived in Cathedral Gardens for 2 years, I would say living in Cathedral Gardens. It is a little bit of a trek, and that's why most people don't realize that it's even there, but it's a residence hall that houses 90 students, and it's beautiful. You have like a full living room, you have hardwood floors. Usually most suites for 6 people have 2 bathrooms that have 3 showers, and it's really nice. So it's right next to Central Park too. So here's the bagel secrets.
The bagel secret, bagels and Hewitt. I guess thinking about it, I would have to. If we're going, I'm just gonna go with residence halls because that's how we get started. When you're a rising sophomore, housing is awful, like the whole situation. But when all the drama happens, don't be scared to take a double in the tower. If you have to split up from some of your friends and it's sad and dramatic, but the tower is where all the seniors live, so it's really nice, really clean. There are full kitchens, so you don't have to be on the meal plan, and the view is, I mean, unless you're like a millionaire, you'll never be able to have that view again. It's gorgeous. I was on the 14th floor I had the entire view of the skyline, the Hudson River, all the way out across Columbia. It was unbelievable how beautiful the views are, waking up every morning.
So the kept secret on Barnard is just that it's plain awesome, and no one's better because Barnard's awesome, and you get to spend 4 years here, and if you go to graduate school at Columbia, you get to be here for more, so this is the best.
Never want to leave.
Never want to leave. You want to be here all the time.
We'll leave Morningside Heights sometimes.
Yeah, it's more than Morningside Heights, it's just like a couple times a month.
Yeah, or a couple of times a week is what I would, or a couple of times a day.
At least once, yeah. Get off campus. Try to get off campus if you can. It's hard.
Because it's so worth it.
And that's another thing about Great Barnard, because the location is so awesome. You have 2
The subway,
cars
yeah,
on the side of you. And best kept secret is that Harlem's awesome, so don't be scared to go past 125th and 110th Street because there's so much more. Exactly, there's great restaurants
shopping,
and there's shopping, H&M.
And the music scene is
the Magic Johnson Theater.
Exactly, and don't be scared to like travel far on the 1 train, like to 225th where Target is, like
and Applebee's and
Marshalls.
And don't be afraid to like venture into the music scene because it's awesome.
Exactly.
And into Brooklyn.
Just
go to
behind
Brooklyn.
the camera.
Just don't be scared to visit outside of this Barnard Columbia bubble.
And don't be scared to get lost.
Because it's easy to stay in the bubble and then your freshman year can suck, but it can be super awesome.
If you go adventure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And one last question. You clearly all are very different, and we saved this question for last on purpose. But what kind of organizations are you all in, just for future students?
I'm a member of several groups. Roosevelt Institute, which does progressive policy, think tank stuff. Also Students for Sensible Drug Policy. But my favorite group is the College Democrats. I'm actually the president, and it's the largest group on campus. We do a lot of political activism. We have campaign trips, lobby trips, service trips to New Orleans and West Virginia. You'll probably see us during Head Stop Week. We're going to be doing some pretty fun events. So be on the lookout for us. We're a lot of fun, and I would love to get to meet you. So.
I am a member of the Columbia Daily Spectator, which is the largest news organization at Columbia. We do daily newspaper as well as a weekly magazine, which has longer, more in-depth articles. And, I mean, you can do anything at Spec. It's a big draw for anyone that's interested in journalism, obviously. We've been around for 134 years, I think, now, through everything.
That's right.
And we're also independent. That's one thing about Spec is that we're completely independent from Columbia, so we can criticize them as much as,
You can be honest.
needed. Yeah, we can be honest about things that are going on. It's what we do. I'm the film editor, so I'm part of arts and entertainment, and I run all the content and all the film stuff that's going on campus. It's a lot of sometimes people criticize Spec for being like a cult, which it kind of is. I'm not gonna lie, like once you get into Spec, like I would say 90% of the parties I go to are Spec parties, and I'm there, 2 days a week, 1 night a week, all night. I mean, I've been at Spec till like 5 or 6 in the morning before. it's an intense time commitment, and you could write and not put a lot of time into it, but if you really get into spec, it's so rewarding. It's so much fun. Looks great on your resume. People are really nice and welcoming and fun, and don't be scared to just join. You don't have to do anything. If you write one article and you decide you don't like it, you don't have to. But it's always fun. You can write about anything. We have so many different sections: sports, news, city news,
editing,
photography, design, layout and design, graphic design, like anything you could possibly interesting. Business, we have a whole business company, like everything like that. So yeah, spec. Oh, and I was not anymore, but I was in MACAC, which I know a lot of Barnard girls are probably going to be interested in, because MACAC is kind of, we do all of the event planning and all the fun things, midnight breakfast, big sub, all those things you hear about when you're applying to Barnard. It's really fun. You can apply at the end of your first semester. It's a lot of running around and picking up paint and crafting, which is
a lot
awesome.
of fun stuff. Lots of glitter.
And
the dazzling stuff.
The dazzling and putting together midnights and t-shirts, so many t-shirts. So MACAC's, lots of free food. It's definitely something that it doesn't take up a whole lot of time. It's one short meeting a week and then a couple of events a semester. And you can do anything from working with social action to like planning midnight breakfast, which is what I did, and it's definitely fun. You should apply. Everyone should apply just to get more into the Barnard spirit.
Okay, so I'm a rising junior in my first 2 years here. I wasn't formally in a group, but last year I hosted 2 events for the students who for the school I went to. So for high school students at Bronx School of Law and Finance. So they came and I had all these different things set up for them for through financial aid, so they would get so they could learn a little bit more about Barnard and how to pay and afford for Barnard, because that's something really scary for a lot of people, and that was definitely something scary for me. So we had a lot of counseling about that, and also admissions gave them a tour, and a few people stayed the night at my dorm, and they got to get the real college experience. And that was basically what I did last year. And I did nothing my freshman year except for work, which I kind of regret and wish I would have done more student-related things, but there's always time. And if you don't do it your first or second year, you still have your upperclassmen years, which I'm not going to be working as much especially next year. I don't know about what will happen in senior year because that's too far to think ahead, but I'll be joining the DENS with her. And I'll be trying to get more involved in other groups, and hopefully that works out. I'm really excited.
Awesome. All of you should consider doing.
Yeah.
Yay, joining groups.
Yeah.
Did you say where you're all from?
Oh, yeah, so you're from, I'm originally from Canton, or outside Canton, Ohio.
I'm from Dayton, Ohio, which is the opposite ends of Ohio, so Midwest.
This is a really biased little thing.
A little bit.
And I've lived in Ohio, in Columbus, Ohio, but only for a year.
Where are you from?
I was born in California, and I've lived in Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, Tennessee, Mississippi, New York, and Holland.
And
So if any of you guys have questions about those locations,
How to transition
from those locations.
Yeah.
Shanice.
But the best place on earth
Is
has
New
to
York?
be- It's awesome.
Barnard College.
Okay,
University.
wait. Okay, sorry, I have to say this. My 2 favorite places on earth is Claremont, California. If any of you guys are from there, you're awesome. I lived in Pomona, and Claremont was the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And also Holland, Michigan is awesome.
Holland, Michigan?
Michigan.
I thought you were from actual Holland.
No, yeah, I lived there, and I lived in Holland, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Holland, Michigan.
I
Michigan is
think
cool.
Traverse City, Michigan is better than Holland, Michigan.
Really? No, because they have the Dutch Festival, and they have all the
The Dutch Festival rides and the Prairie Festival.
Have you ever? Okay, I went. It's super
Okay.
awesome.
All right,
Okay.
come to Barnard.
Barnard's awesome.
If you want to join in on this Michigan debate,
Yeah.
you can contact
Feel
us.
free.
Yeah.
And let us know if you have any
Or
questions.
about anything.
Anything at
Or
all.
Holland or Pakistan.
Exactly.
Or
Or
welcome to